Hi, welcome to another video. This is Pedro. Today I'm going to see going from design to production. And we're going to focus on ERP integration. Most today will be integration with NetSuite. So let's get started. So we have NetSuite already in. The use case today is a company that makes and sells bicycles, and we already have a few data in our tenant. So this will be the product we'll be focusing today. See its bill of material and structure. So let's open that structure. We'll go for engineering bill of material. So this data is already in NetSuite. So we're gonna just to see how that is already in. We're gonna focus on the bike example. So let's here focus on that bicycle over there. So notice we already have the full data in NetSuite. So the road bike already have the full structure, including documents. So this is, for example, a sub-assembly. You can see the thumbnail. You can see the manufacturing bill of material. We are also sending documents, so drawings, for example, are also be sent to NetSuite on release. So let's see this from the start using releasing a brand new product. So this new product, it does not exist, and we're going to start from design. In this case, using SolidWorks, just creating the first product structure. So this is capturing product information like PDF sort of drawings, step files. All this production information can be released and shared with systems such as NetSuite. So the first point would be freezing this into a release, a revision. So notice that the derivative files are automatically created, and we're going to focus on this drawing of this sub-assembly here. So this is created automatically from CAD. And we're going to just freeze this data into a revision. So we're going to just release it. So let me do this quickly. So we have a revision frozen and ready to go to NetSuite. So the next process will be creating this item in NetSuite. So let's do that and create a brand new item for this top level product. So we will create a brand new one. It will be a bill of materials. And we're going to just create a item here. So notice that OpenBOM integration with NetSuite creates an engineering tab, and it's going to match the part number that you have in OpenBOM. So that's the structure we have just released. Now it's configurable, but we're going to just send the revision one to NetSuite. So we're going to update the NetSuite manufacturing bill of material. The process with OpenBOM, you are creating an engineering BOM in OpenBOM, and then we're going to create a manufacturing BOM in NetSuite. So for that, you just need to click on a button to update the NetSuite bill of material, and this will create new items. This process will take a couple of minutes. You can also receive email notifications when it's finished, and this should take a couple of seconds to finish. Okay, the process is complete, so we can go and find that item that was just created. So let's open that in NetSuite, and we do have our new item just created. So we have the top level. We can see the manufacturing bill of material just being created. We can see also sending thumbnails. We also are sending, this second level of this subassembly. So it also have another level, the two bodies for the speed computer. And we're also sending files or documents like drawings and step files that are associated with the item. So this will be the drawing for that item that can be directly available. So imagine how much risks, how much time you can save just by having all this information connected and data driven from using OpenBOM. We can also do changes and updates. So if we do an update from CAD, this can flow to the ERP. So let's do a new revision and see how that would work. So I'm going to make some changes that are visible to update the drawing. So you see also some changes being done. So the drawing would update with that extra slot over there. So which that slot is updated, and we're going to also change some quantities and add some screws here to the back that are missing. So we're going to just show you see which difference are being done from one revision to the other. So we're going to save all these changes, and we're going to update first OpenBOM structure. So let's do that. So again, it's going to update the drawings, the Revit files, like steps. So the next topic will be just release the new revision again and then update NetSuite. So let's do that. So I'm going to add some information. So it's recorded to what has been done. Just going to approve as admin for now. This can also send email notifications to users and have a workflow for approvals. And we have the new revision just created and available in NetSuite. So let's go back to the subassembly. Notice that the NetSuite, in the OpenBOM integration with NetSuite shows the engineering tab when we are editing the subassembly. So let's bring that item again. So let's bring the top level back again, the bike, and edit. So as soon as I'm editing this item, the engineering tab shows up and I can update the manufacturing bill of material with the new changes. So let's do that. So right now I have a new revision created, will be revision 2. So notice the difference there. You can actually understand the difference right from here. So you can see that the first one has no extra items, and you can just then send revision 2, and this is going to just update documentation, update drawings, and update the structure. Okay, so it's also going to send. Okay, the process has complete. Let's go back to the item and see the results. So we are again on the top item on the speed computer. Notice that the new 4 folds are now in added. And if we go into that drawing of that subassembly body, we have the drawing updated. So we will go into communication and open related files and notice how the drawing is updated with that change in that slot. So imagine how much risk and time you can save with this approach, just using digital bill materials and connected workflows using OpenBOM. Hope you like it. And if you have any questions, email us at support@openbom.com. Thank you.